And we are live. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. And we'll be doing free readings tonight. Matty Tarot will be here shortly. So I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Jamie. And hi, Kim. How are you guys? Um, what is new with you guys? Because um, I am waiting. I am waiting. Tonight, my Halloween decorations are going to be delivered. And I was hoping to get them up, but there's only like 2 houses in my neighborhood. We have like 350 houses here that have done any decorating. Have you guys decorated yet? Are you into that? I mean, I love it. The 2 people that have decorations up have like the 12-foot skeleton, and then the half skeleton looks like it's buried in their front yard. But I did get like the spider web and the big spider. Um, I cheaped out and I did not get it lit up. And I should have. So I'm going to put spotlights on it. And then I got a whole bunch of purple lights and orange lights that I'm going to put up. So I really am ready to get going on the autumn stuff and the fall stuff. I think I missed some of the craft fairs. You guys go to those? I love going to all that stuff. You have your lights and decorations outside. I have a jack-o'-lantern, like pottery one, and I have the autumn wreath. But I didn't do it early because I was on vacation. I didn't want anybody to come home and everything's gone, right? So anyway, I'm getting excited, but it's such a short time. It's going to be Thanksgiving. And I want to, we have the Day of the Dead. You guys do the Day of the Dead? Oh, that'll be big. In Old Town in San Diego, they really do it up. Marigolds and altars and all of that. And it is a very spooky, haunted like atmosphere down there when we get to October. So, Daphne, thank you so much for liking. Waiting a little bit for Matty Tarot to come in. So, I'll go ahead and go over some of the things. Uh, just say, buddy, you don't have the lights on every night. I bought the LEDs. It says it's 72 cents a year to run them. I'm going a year. Do I need to put my glasses on? Does that say a year? So I don't know. So I figure I can run them, you know. But anyway, let's go over some of the rules. When Maddie's here, we're going to go back and forth, giving readings. They're random. We don't have a list. We just grab somebody. So if you post your request and we don't get to it, please just repost it. Now, when you post a request, please don't put anybody's, real first name or middle name or initials in it, okay? So no proper names in there. You can describe them, the person that I'm thinking about, my ex, a relative, a coworker, something like that. But please don't put their name because we won't put that up. No health, including pregnancy, and no legal questions. Okay. Now, I use just the Rider Tarot deck, and I can look at October, November, December, or a specific month. Um, I don't do year readings or anything like that. I don't have time, but I can do a quick look at 3 months, a general question, something like that. Now, Maddie does all kinds of things. He does do timing. He does yes, no. So if you guys need an answer, which is yes, no, he likes to do those, and he does them with pendulum, and you'll be able to see him do it. And so just put that you want you have a yes, no question, and post what it is. Okay. Let's see. We accept tips, but these are free readings. Both Maddie and I believe that there should be no barriers for people to get really good advice, really good readings. And so we offer free readings. There's no strings attached. Okay, you guys, what else am I missing? Please go up. One person's done it and like the broadcast. This is where it helps us get out to other people. All right. So wherever you're at, you can subscribe or like Matty Tarot on YouTube, Psychic Fixes on YouTube, and Psychic Fixes on Facebook. And if you could do that, that would be really appreciated. During the broadcast, some point, Matty will put a QR code up, which you can scan with your phone, and it will take you to a list of his services because he does all kinds of things. And he's a wonderful reader, and he clears houses. He does all kinds of things. So if you're interested, there's an option for you to do that. Even after the broadcast, you can go back on the video and take that picture and scan it. I think that's about it. We just ask everybody to be kind to each other. And I know that we have a lot of supportive people that give good advice, and they are there for each other. And also, if it's your birthday, let us know, because Matty always wants to sing. Now, Maddie's birthday is coming up on the 26th. So I bought presents from the fans and me, and he already has them and they're gift wrapped. So on Friday, which I believe is the 25th, he's going to open them. And so I put that, it was from you guys and from me. So I looked at you guys' suggestions, and I figured out a couple things I think that he would like. So that's going to be exciting. Let's see. Hi, Emily. How are you? Hey, Carlos. How are you doing? And Marie and Jimmy. Doing good. Excited to get started. I'm going to get started on doing readings. Matty has, he'll tell you when he comes in what he's going to be using. So he has like dice, he has little cards, he has oracle cards, he has lots of tarot decks, and he uses a pendulum. So he has all kinds of, he does charm. Oh, ask him for a charm reading. I love those. Oh, he's here. There he is.
Hi.
Hi. Let's do that. There we go. Is that on the right thing? Oh yeah, you're on your phone, I guess. You're skinny. Look at you. Okay, I went over everything, and I was just talking to them about, your readings. So they got some info on that.
About what?
Your readings and what you use, and they can ask yes, no questions. Oh. Yeah.
Thanks. You're the best, Debbie.
Are you getting excited about your birthday?
Oh, yes, kind of.
Kind of. Did you get 2 presents from everybody?
Yes, I did. They're right here. They're right here next to me. I'm waiting for the day.
Oh, good. We were just saying what day it was going to be. But I didn't tell anybody what it was, because I know you could always go listen to this and then find out what it is. No. So.
You're funny.
Tammy says, hi, Matty. Happy Wednesday.
Hi,
Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday. Hi, everyone.
Okay. I'm going to let you tell people what you're using tonight, and I'm going to just start looking at the list and grab somebody to do a reading for, okay?
Okay. Well, tonight,
I'm going to mute.
Okay, no problem. Tonight, I usually on Wisdom Wednesday use my Archangel Power Tarot deck, but tonight I'm actually, hold on one second, I'm trying to, here we go. Tonight I'm going to use my good old Rider-Waite original, and then I've got, I still don't know the name of this one. I got to figure that out. I don't remember, but this brown deck. And then I had one more. Where'd it go? Where is it?
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Christy. And then, okay. my kitten chops. My kitten chops deck. Yeah, and then as always, I have my inner guidance messages, the Prism Oracle, and then my crystal cards. I've also got a pendulum, and that does yes or no questions, and then, you know, maybe charms. Who knows? Maybe. Might break the charms out. Alrighty, so I'm sure Debbie went over all the rules. She's very thorough. And she's doing a reading for Marie Taylor. I'm going to pick somebody. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, you guys, like the show, put a thumbs up, hit the like button. Very important, very helpful. Like the show, share it. You're very we appreciate you very much. And subscribe to us. That's Matty Tarot and Psychic Fixes. So youtube.com/@Matty Tarot, youtube.com/@Psychic Fixes. It's the only YouTube is the only, like, I think, social media and at all that has the @ in the URL. I just think that's so it always throws me off when I'm saying it. I'm like, @ you know, because nobody else has the @ in the URL, so it's different that way. But whatever. Put the @ in the URL. You must be 18 or older to get a reading. Also, we do accept donations, and they're very appreciated. But these are free at the end of the day, so if you do donate, you don't get prioritized in any way. We got to be fair. But it looks like Debbie selected somebody. I have selected somebody, but I'm not going to say who. But I'm going to start pulling cards for them. Thank you, everyone, for joining. So happy you're all here.
Okay, I'm just about ready. Taking 3 extra cards for you, Marie. So I'm looking at October for you. Okay, since you went a few weeks, we're looking at October.
No, Carlos, thank you for the happy early birthday.
Okay, I'm going to start. Marie, I hope everything's okay because I do have kind of this card that came down that represents you, which can be a little bit negative and fears and things like that. So we want to change that up and, bring up that vibration and think violet. Get that in your mind. Bring up that vibration. The energy crossing over you might be thinking of or something coming in about having something done and possibly leaving that, letting something go, walking away from something. So right now it's just energy crossing over you, but this may manifest in for you. Now I took extra cards because I get this secret card for the future past October. So I'll talk about that in just a bit. Now, the past position shows me a really great card of working well with people, and I like that, getting along in the past position. Now, for October, I do get this woman that steps in, can be you or someone else, but I do get kind of a powerful woman. I feel like there's somebody with a strong personality, um, and maybe this was uh, someone with the justice theme, a very strong theme of their right and very strong opinions. So I'm just going to put that out there because she pops up right away, and I get a little bit of heartache here when I get her. A little bit of heartache with this very strong personality woman. I don't get anything bad in your reading at all, but I do feel like there's a little bit of heartache here. They are showing me that probably any time now, there'll be a little bit of money that comes in for you, money that's tied to you. So when I get this type of money, it can be inheritance, it can be money paid back, loans, bonuses, refunds, things like that. So I do see a little money coming in. I want to tell you, you're going to have a very creative time here, more towards the another week. I really feel like you're going to be very creative in doing something. Sometimes we are actually making things, being crafty, or this can be just a really good idea that comes in that can make money from doing something creative. So, very, very good. I see that coming in. More towards the very end, right before Halloween, I get that you're going to be waiting for something. We're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for some kind of result. And what I do have here at the very end of the month is someone stepping in that's very money minded. So I really do feel like that there's an opportunity to have somebody sit and talk about possibility of doing something with this money that came in that can boost up your prosperity and your finances. So now let's go back to this little secret card that I have for past October. I asked, what is happening here, and it's not a big thing. I do feel like that you might not want to tell people that you are a little bit lonely. Holidays are coming, or just kind of going along with the flow. But I'm going to tell you, no matter what happens past October, I really get good news ahead for you for that time coming. So for November. So I like it a lot. But this card of like keeping things from people, I feel like it's all right. But this is going to be a time for you to face your fears, be strong, and just enjoy the time and the holidays that are coming. All right. So I do have this really good person coming in for you at the end of the month, and I feel like you need to heed her advice. All right. And that's what I have for you, Marie. Best of luck.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, I've chosen. My mouse isn't working. Hold on. Here we go. I've chosen Marky Hall. It says, I'm stressed. I really am. I'm scared. I'm going to end up homeless. Well, that's unfortunate, Marky, but let's see what's going on, okay? I hope you don't end up homeless, of course. But let's see. So the devil came out here, the tower, the star, and the two of cups. In this deck, it's the two of elixirs, but I'm going to pull a couple more. Let's see. You got flow, intuition, and anxiety. Okay. So, Marky, here's what I'm getting here. There's some sort of behavioral pattern or a way of thinking that really hinders you. This may be something that you're already aware of. This may be something that you've tried to seek, uh, you know, professional help for, or maybe maybe you just didn't have the resources to, but you've thought about it. But there's something here about a pattern of thinking or a pattern of behavior that is quite detrimental to you. It's leading to a tower moment. It disrupts your flow. It brings you a lot of anxiety, and it disrupts your peace. You want peace. I do see there's a light at the end of this tunnel, though. I do see something about a close relationship, like a friend, or maybe it could even be it could be a lover, it could be even a family member. But I do see a close relationship. There's someone that is going to be able to help you, that you're going to be able to lean on a bit in this time. and it looks like it's going to come through right in the nick of time. And I'm not too sure why that happens that way, but let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, right in the nick of time, there's everything falls into place, and you're able to get the help you need through this time. There's a light at the end of this tunnel. So you're being asked to not lose hope. There's some sort of truth that is being revealed right now in regard to ideas that you may have, or actually, what I'm thinking this is saying is that there's so when we have a lot of anxiety about something, or we have a lot of worry, a lot of times we're not we're not totally keen to the fact that that is not exactly a reflection of reality, right? So we may have all this anxiety, and in a way we try to manage and deal with it. And I especially, so for example, for me, for some reason I have this like incredible amount of anxiety that builds up around having to like get out or get ready for something. It's not that I don't like going, it's not that I don't want to go, it's not that it's none of that actually. It's just a matter of the feeling of being pressured, or the feeling of like being rushed, or having to like, the anxiety just builds sometimes, and it causes me, a great amount of stress sometimes. I still work on managing that. I still am, that's something it's a day by day thing. I gotta, work through it. But I mean, I feel like there's times where I've gotten better. There's times where I feel like I haven't at all. There's literally been times where I've been and it's all in my head. It's all in my head. It's not actually a reflection of reality. You know what I mean? So, communication helps through it. Patience helps through it. Taking a moment to kind of gather your thoughts helps through it. Um, just and preparation also in advance helps, to avoid it in general. But my point is that pressure, that anxiety, that feeling of like dread, that feeling of, like, what's the word? Just feeling really like stressed in that moment. That's all in my head. That's my own doing. It has something to do. I haven't really pinpointed it, but it's got something to do with, the dynamic of when like my family as a whole would like get ready to go somewhere, and the way, my parents getting everyone out of the house and like, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's like there's this buildup of stress that happens. And it's gotten so bad at times where I've literally been getting ready. I'm stressed. I'm trying to hurry. I'm like, I'm gonna be late, and da da da, and then I am already stressed out. And then one time I remember, oh my gosh, this was like years ago now, but I remember there was this like cup of soda on my dresser, and I knocked it over while I was getting ready, and it fell on the floor, and my clothes were right there and stuff, and it spilled, and it just a simple drink falling on the floor, it literally brought me to my knees and put me into like a fit of tears. I just literally was like, no, and I just went down, and it was so bad, and I had this total breakdown, and I was just like, I can't, and it was so crazy. I don't know why. Well, I do know why actually. It was crazy. Like, I just remember my friend was like, "What do you need? Like, can I get you something? Like, can I help you?" And I just sat there and kind of thought about it in a moment. I was just like, "Wow, like, there's no reason that that should have brought me to tears. Like, this is, that's what anxiety does, though. It's like a panic attack that happens, right?" So say all that to say, you're not alone. And there may be something like this going on for you. There may be something that is really, really, really heavily felt by you, But you got to do the introspection to kind of separate what's going on inside you, what belongs to you, what are your emotions causing you to perceive, and how accurately does that actually reflect reality? And then you have to learn how to manage that from there, because if you're just walking around acting like your emotions are a true reflection of reality, well, that's going to end up impacting a lot of people in a negative way. And what happens when that happens is we, get into fights. We have people don't want to be around us. People we have a lot of disagreements. It seems like everyone's out to get us, or people are like, oh, it's like, oh, why does this always happen to me? Okay, you have to it's a hard realization to come to sometimes, but you have to understand your feelings are valid. Everyone's feelings are valid. They are not always an accurate reflection of reality. You can have your feelings are not invalidated just because that's not actually what's going on, but because you feel how you feel, so that's valid, but it's not always a reflection of reality. And there's something here about your dynamic that needs to be recognized by you. Okay? The truth will first hurt you and maybe piss you off a little bit, but it will ultimately set you free. The truth will set you free. There's some sort of transformation coming, and a person that you will be able to lean on. Remember, it comes in the nick of time. So I don't know why you're being asked to, or you're being put through this, but this is some sort of like test. You gotta not let the doubt creep in, and you gotta not let the self uh, deprecation creep in. And I just I see some sort of clarity coming for you. So I do truly wish you the best in your circumstances and hope that that does come. Let's see. The crystal card you got is cuprite. High in copper content, pictured here with mixed chrysos. Oh wow, okay. How do you say that? Chrysocolia. It's pictured here mixed with chrysocolia. I don't know how to say that. This stone's vibrations help restore your vitality and raise your energy levels. This is due to the jolt it gives your base chakra. It's a great stone to energize female relationships, mothers, sisters, daughters, and female partners. So, Marky, you may have a really close female friend, or your mother, maybe a sister, maybe a really close friend, maybe a cousin, who knows, or maybe even a partner, or a person you have romantic interest in. I don't know all the details about your life, but that's the person that is going to be able to help you, and they're going to kind of help you see things from a different perspective, and maybe see how there's some sort of pattern that keeps happening for you, and it's a negative one, and it's really caused a lot of detriment in your life, and you want it to end too. You just don't seem to know exactly how to, but it looks like this person, the way you interact with them, the experiences you have with them, or something that is talked about with them, gives you that light bulb moment. Okay, but that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it resonated, and I hope it helped. Thank you.
Well, that was great. Thank you, Maddie. I have selected Tammy King. All right, Tammy. Um, the card that represents you, Tammy, tonight is the Broken Heart card, the Three of Swords, loss, sorrow, hurt. So I hope that you can raise that vibration up. But I do get that card representing you right now. Crossing you in temporary energy, though, is a great card of manifesting in money, like getting some good news of money. So keep doing that, because I do have one money type card in your reading, but we want, that money to come in. Absolutely. In the future, I get a Queen of Cups. So someone that comes in priority into your life. Sometimes it can be you or someone else. A Queen of Cups is for me mother type of energy, somebody that would be a good mother, somebody that is a mother. It is also someone compassionate and loving, someone who is nurturing and also creative and intuitive. So someone like that will be coming in and be important in your future. And so we are looking at October, November, December. So it'll be in 2025. They'll be very much in priority at that point. Now, I don't know what's going on, but the past shows me like a trust card or being on your toes or ready for anything. This is very much kind of an anxiety card. So it kind of comes up here for you in the recent past. Now, for October, it's showing me the Tower card. So I can show you what that looks like, the Tower card. So the Tower card means like things that come out of nowhere, didn't expect it, causes a crisis. So I do have that kind of chaotic card for you. So I hope everything's okay. I also want to tell you anywhere from right now to the end of the month, I think that you are going to get away. Even if it's very, very short, I feel like there's an adventure and a possibility for this little trip, which I think would be the biggest thing that's happening for the rest of October. And I think it'd be really, really good. When I get to November for you, I really get in the first 2 weeks that you're just kind of whatever you do to make money, or your work, this is what you're doing. Nothing out of the ordinary, okay? But that keeps you busy. But who steps in mid to end of November is important. So I get very much the money minded male card here. So these are guys that are usually sometimes they own a business or they're in upper management. They can be educated to business, but they're kind of fixed on money. And this person can give you really good, advice about money and finances. And so this is a big thing coming in mid to end of November. So they come in priority during that time period. December comes with the mentor card. So this can be that you are a mentor or you have this opportunity to teach people something and give good advice, or somebody comes and does that for you. And I'm going to say that I believe that somebody comes in and helps you out. So good card here. Mid to end of December is just going like a lot of people do. Tammy, at the very end of the year, they're like, I'm going on this new path. Yay, resolutions. And here we go. It's a new year coming. And that's fine. But this card is the Fool card. And why, and I don't like the name, but why it's the Fool card. And if anybody's seen it, let me show it to you. So this person's going on a new path and they're happy and excited for this change. But can you see that this person is about to step off a cliff? And do you see the little white dog that is nipping at his heels to pay attention? That is because it's fine for you to go off on this wonderful idea of this new path, this new year, like everyone. It's wonderful. But you need to let your intuition guide you on the right path, okay? And that's what that little white dog is in this card, is that saying, stay on the path, stay on the right path, don't go down that cliff, okay? So use your gut instinct, stay on that path using your intuition, and you'll be on a great path for 2025. All right, and that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
All right, I've chosen, let's see, Lily Paw. Lily Paw. All right, Lily. So the 10 of Swords came out here. This indicates to me that you're going through a tough time, but there's hope. So in spite of this rough patch, there's some sort of improvement that is coming along. Now, this could be tied to monetary values. I've got abundance here. So if you're having trouble with money right now, or financial issues, or there's just like it's a hard time for you, or it's like maybe you're in transition between jobs, maybe there's something about obtaining financial security, or just making making ends meet right now, that is not going to be something that gets too much worse. If it's already really bad, it's got to get worse before it gets better, right? But there's improvement coming in that regard. Okay, now this leads to stability because the King of Coins is here after this. So this some sort of that's abundance twice coming out. So abundance, stability, prosperity. There's this has to do with, how do I say, it's a matter of, you got to turn around the way you're looking at things, because when we get into our tunnel vision of how bad something is, it really 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 starts to snowball from there, right? So taking a step back and kind of recognizing that is really important. I always say, um actually, I want to show you guys. I want to show something. I want to give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. I am going to do Carlos Sant next. I'm getting the cards ready, and we can chat for a minute since Maddie's preparing something there. Thank you, Tammy, for the validation. And I can't see any other requests, so make sure you guys are reposting your requests so that we can see them. Sometimes it's hard for us to go back up and see some posts.
Okay. I just want to show a visual of something. Okay, how do we do that? Let's see. All right, can you guys see this? Can you see this? Yes? Okay. So this is a spreadsheet I made about, so it's I'm going to read it to you. So it says, be aware of B-Terror. It's the subtle ways we self-fulfill our own prophecies. So what I'm saying here, what I'm trying to explain is that we get this tunnel vision, we believe something, and it really starts to snowball from there. It starts to build this momentum. And that is because our limiting core beliefs create a wide variety of thoughts, which warn us to begin feeling certain emotions, which are what we use to dictate our actions, which others respond to with reactions. And those serve to affirm our original belief. So if we have a negative belief, like, wow, I'm doing really bad right now. I'm not, nothing is, there's no opportunities. Money's really hard to come by. I'm struggling. I can't seem to catch a break. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It could even be a belief of, oh, I can't trust people. No one can be trusted. You gotta really, watch your back, and, people aren't your friend, and people, whatever. It creates this, it's so subtle, but it's so present in everything that we do, and every belief we carry, and every interaction we have. This process is happening. And when you see it, it's almost mind-blowing how much it actually is at work. But it's working constantly, always. Everybody's doing this. Every single person's doing this. So for example, I have an example on here in the red below. It says, if we believe people can't be trusted, we might think that they have an agenda or are out to get us. So we feel unsafe and we feel nervous. So we act guarded, defensive, or secretive. And others are likely to then react to us as disinterested or untrusting, which serves to prove our original belief that we cannot trust them. We have these beliefs, this process happens, and then we point and we go, see, look, I knew it. I told you, I knew it. I knew it. Well, no, you didn't know it. You believed it. You didn't know it. You believed it. So it's really important to go back and undo those. But, if you have any negative, comb through if you have any negative beliefs, if you have any self doubt, if you have anything that is, you know, in any way not in alignment with your goals, with what you want, with what you desire, you need to do this, look at this and kind of go back and look and see, okay, where is this where is this affecting my life, right? And then below it's got a bunch of different very common limiting core beliefs that people hold about themselves. So it's, I'm not enough, I'm abandoned, I'm unloved, I'm bad, I'm weak, I'm unsafe, yada yada yada. It goes on. These are the most common ones that people most people have, like either one, two, or three of them. So identify yours and see how it's trickling down into your day to day. And yes, it does even trickle down into the way you obtain money, in the way you go about getting your um you know how do you say, your abundance, your wealth, in the way you go about obtaining things and the interactions you have. So that's why I wanted to how do we stop sharing this? There we go. That's why I wanted to bring that up, because I see that in a way you're self-fulfilling this prophecy. So there's something you have to do. You have to get out this mental loop, of this negative thought process, of this discontentment, of this apathetic thought surrounding that. The Four of Cups came out here, and that's a very interesting card, because the Four of Cups talks in the original depiction of the card, the person's under the tree and they're all upset, and they're looking at three cups that are knocked over, and they're like, and they're all upset about the three cups, right? They're not happy with the three cups. There's no gratitude. Well, Spirit's got a fourth cup the person can't see. Spirit's trying to hand them something, but they're so busy, focused in that tunnel vision on the negative, that they don't see that blessing and they don't receive it. You gotta let your intuition guide you, because that'll be. So right now you're not listening to intuition, you're listening to doubt, you're listening to the ego, you're listening to the automatic, broken record of that self-doubt and inner critic. But that's gonna continue to lead you down this sort of path. You gotta drown that out and listen to your intuition. That'll lead you to peace. There's something in regard to justice here. There's some sort of, you want acknowledgement or something, or you feel like something should have gone differently your way. Somebody treated you some way. You want someone to take accountability. I don't know what it is exactly, but the justice, as long as you're shoveling and funneling so much of this of your energy into negatively thinking about that and looking at that and basing what you say, do, and how you act in according to that situation, or whatever it may be, whether you've got what you wanted or whether that justice happened or not, as long as you do that, it's not going to happen. You got to let go. You got to let go. You got to move. I always say on the show, there's a reason you're like, when you move on and you get a new like partner, or you're trying to like, you're finally over somebody, and then for some reason that person pops back up, or you get in a new relationship and your exes start popping up, like, and you're like, I haven't heard from you for years. Where did you come from? Why are you contacting me now? Like, what the hell? It's weird, right? Well, it's not actually so weird. It's just, that's the way justice works. That's the way energy works. So, when two people, this is totally not having to do with you. I'm just speaking in general. When two people break up, they have this resentment toward each other, right? Maybe if it was a bad ending, they both are energetically a match, right? And so this person's got this resentment over here, this person's got this anger and resentment over here, and they're still connected in some way. But when one person starts to let go, starts to forgive, they don't even have to tell them they've forgiven. They just start to let go. They start to move on. They start to feel more free and feel more light. Guess what? The justice, the weights, right? The scale starts to differ. And that's when justice, because justice is a natural force that governs over all of us, right? If everything didn't even out in the end, then everything would fall apart. Nothing could, you know what I mean? So there's just the way a pendulum swings, there's an equal and opposite reaction for every action. Everything has to balance out in the end, or else it wouldn't work. So when justice has no room to come in when the scale is balanced, but once you get off that scale, you forgive, you let go, you become lighter, right? You let all of that go, you put it down. Well, justice is like, well, let me come do my job. Boom. And then that's, and in the case of a relationship, that's, you're like, you're letting it go. You're in a new relationship. You're happy you're moving on. And justice is like, boom, comes in, and then your exes start popping back up, right? But anyway, what I'm saying is, do you let go, move on. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's you figure it out. I mean, you gotta quiet the inner critic and listen more to your intuition. Okay, it's the little voice that talks in the beginning that you start to doubt. It says something and then you start to go, no, no. You need to listen to that little voice. You need to listen to it so much that it becomes louder than that inner critic that is screaming over it right now. Just because the inner critic's screaming over it doesn't mean it's right. Okay, I hope this helped. I hope it resonated, and that's all I have for you this evening.
Wow, great. Great advice, great knowledge you have. Amazing.
Well, thank you, Dick.
I'm gonna do Carlos, and I like that time. Let's see. This is the one I got the energy from, 707. Okay, Carlos. The card that represents you is the money card. So when we look at the Ace of Pentacles, this means new job, new stream of money, new project. All about whatever it takes. We're gonna, make some money, and this represents you. Crossing you in temporary energy is the psychic card, the moon card. I happen to know you're psychic, so there you go. So communicating with the other side and getting messages. So do know that you have that ability, and as I've always told you, of getting messages from the other side. Use that great intuition that you have. In the future, you're going to get your reward. Something that you want comes in. Your ship comes in full of treasure. So I love that. You get a reward. Past position is watching your money, sitting on your money, being careful with your money, maybe saving it or budgeting it. Okay. But when I look at a general reading for you, I get the great investment card. Let me show it to people. There we go. So it is the nine of pentacles, and so here we have the investment card of having something that can make a lot of money. It will grow over time. Okay, so it's a slow growing investment that really will take care of your needs and wants in the future. So I love that. But they're showing me that possibly there was something or coming. Um, you have the Tower card. So unexpected, didn't see it coming, causes a crisis. I don't think that you're affected too much over it because they're showing me first making a decision, second, protection around you. So protecting yourself, almost like I got hurt once. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again. So you learn from whatever comes up that is a crisis, and you take care of it. I do get the healing card. So whatever's going on, the Tower, I got to make a decision. I don't see clearly. And then the protection card, that is taking you on a healing path. Okay. I also get that the biggest thing here for you for this reading is entrepreneurship. So, doing something on your own business or whatever that makes money. Okay. I feel like that'd be super successful in that for you. So this is your ultimate outcome card. So do go after any business idea or start building your business, because I get a lot of success for that. And that's what I have for you, Carlos. Good luck.
Sounds lovely, Debbie.
Did you want to do your
Okay.
QR code? I told everybody you would be putting it up.
Yes, sure. Hold on 1 second. And then I'm going to do a quick reading for Emily Lorenz Bradley.
Okay.
But let me see. Yeah, you guys. So if you would like to get a private session with me, Matty Tarot, you can scan this QR code. It'll go to my booking site. It'll tell you all these services I offer. And I offer a lot more than just tarot readings. So check it out.
Very good.
Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. And let's see. We got Emily Lorenz Bradley. Where'd you go? Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you're struggling with despair and hopelessness. I definitely do wish you the best in your circumstances. And let's see if we can get some answers for you, or at least some guidance to help you feel a little more at ease. Okay, the Five of Swords came out here. And the Hierophant. The Nine of Pentacles. The Fool and the Ace of Swords. Did you have okay, so is your current situation something along the lines of a, div a divorce or a separation or a breakup happening? And maybe you are in a situation where you were dependent upon this person a bit and don't know what you're going to do now because they have maybe that's it. But either way, okay. So it's you're starting life over after your town burned down. Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. The reason I said possibly a relationship, that's why I was asking, because the Hierophant came out here, and now that you say that, I see that you've really been heavily. Oh, Debbie's got the Empress for you. So the Hierophant's here because obviously this tragedy happened. You've really been heavily like relying on faith or some sort of, I don't know what you believe in as a higher power, if you believe in any, but it seems like you've been really praying a lot lately. You've been really, even if you're not, even if you don't consider it talking to a higher power, you're kind of talking to something or someone, right? And asking for, something. Personally, I believe in God, but I wouldn't say I'm religious, but there's a lot of resentment you have, and a lot of like there's this clashing of ideas, of thoughts, and feeling like, oh, this, how could this happen? And how do I say? Because the Five of Swords represents a conflict, right? So there's a lot of, because of the high stress, there's a lot of maybe conflicts that have been happening. There's a lot of disagreements. There's a lot of like resentment over the fact, over the circumstances, right? And you've really just poured it in. to your faith at this time, just hoping, asking for strength, asking for clarity, asking for guidance. And it does look like that comes for you. It starts small, but it is, you need to, okay, hold on, I'm getting a message. You, you need to surrender to the whole of the circumstances. You need to, a little birdie knows. I don't know why that's coming. I don't know. That's what I, does that mean anything to you? A little birdie knows. A little birdie knows. A little birdie knows. I don't know what that means. It's a slow start. There's a slow start. What were you saying, Debbie?
That was a mother card. Yeah.
The Queen of Cups.
Queen of Cups, that's the mother energy, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I associate Queen of Cups with healing, so um that's definitely what you're doing and what you're needing in this time. I'm hearing, so not only a little birdie knows, but also at a snail's pace. So I just want to say this. What that means to me, I don't know, you can take it in any way you'd like, but what that means to me is one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, at a snail's pace. It's not going to be quick, but it will be consistent, and it will slowly but surely, you will slowly but surely regain um, the life you once had, and the feeling settled in that life as well. And then a little birdie knows to me means that you gotta, maybe you haven't been really social, obviously, due to the circumstances, but you need to start talking to people a little more, because a little birdie's gonna spread the word about about something for you, and that's gonna give you get some help in for you. I for some reason I'm feeling that this has to do with some sort of fundraiser type thing. Like maybe the right person hears and they start a GoFundMe for you or something, and then and they have like a huge following, or they know people, and like it really takes off. A little birdie knows, whatever that means to you, it really brings you this new beginning and the light, and the Fool came out here. It brings you this financial stability again, and it brings you clarity. So maybe you need to talk a little bit more about what happened to people. Maybe you need to um, share your feelings a little bit more. Maybe you need to open up a bit more about it. I know you're so stressed in survival mode. You're trying to figure everything out, and you're trying to, you know, just sort your out, right? But understand this: if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So through the power of collective effort, and that requires communication, right? Incredible feats are achieved. Things you thought were not possible. And that, my friend, is how God works. Or, whatever your higher power is, that's how the divine works, through others, right? I always say this: if you want everything you want in life, it can be yours. You just have to be open to receiving it. And and a lot of times people, they have this mindset or idea of like, they don't want to ask people for something, or they don't want to receive help from people. But that's how you get. That's literally the delivery method of everything you want in life, and all the things that you want given to you. That's how it comes through. You gotta. It's like, you know what I mean. So if you're not open to receiving, and you're not open minded, and willing to receive help, or willing to receive, others trying to bless you, you may just miss out on your blessings and your opportunities, right? But I don't think that's you. I don't think it's going to be what happens in your case. I think I do see a lot of. You say you're terrified moving forward. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? But here's the thing: um sometimes moving into the unknown, of course, is we're filled with anxiety, we're worried, but that's the point of taking it one step at a time. What you're doing right now is you're looking off in the distance and you see this darkness, right? And you're like, I have no idea what's over there, I'm confused and I'm scared and I don't know what I'm gonna do, right? But if you look down at your own 2 feet, you know how to place one in front of the other, right? It's not so you can see where you're going. You're taking everything and you're making a big mountain and you're like, I have to climb this mountain. But you don't have to climb that mountain. You just have to get back to the state of mind where you last felt a little inspired or a little motivated or a little hopeful. That could very well be for a fleeting moment, 5 minutes last night. You had a bit of hope. Take note of what's going on in that moment internally. What state of mind are you in? What's on your mind? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about are you having this like motivation and like creativity, or are you feeling inspired by something or by another person, or are you, what is fueling that? And use that as a muse. These are just tips and suggestions I have for you, but I'm telling you, as long as you focus on a mountain you have to climb, you're never going to get to the top of that mountain. You have to understand you will reach the top of the mountain by looking at your own 2 feet and putting one foot in front of the other. You'll get there before you even know it. And the journey's not so scary when you stop looking at the giant mountain and you just turn around and think, okay, is it easier to, you know, get financially rebuilt and stable again and have a house and pay for this and pay for that and pay all the da, 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 da. Is that easier than I just got to get back to like 5 hours ago when I felt a little bit of hope and I was having a good time because I was laughing with my friend. Like, what's easier to get to? The 5 minute, the second one, right? So the more you get to that, the more you're in the mind state that builds momentum, that builds intuitive, inspired action and the determination to take it. And like I said, through utilizing these tools that I've just went over, the generosity and the empathy of others, your willingness to receive, your communication with these people, how vulnerable you're willing to be, and your ability to remain in the mindset as much as possible, at least, of hope, of being inspired, etc. Utilizing all of that is what fast tracks you to this regeneration. Okay. So I really hope you're able to. It does, and like I said, it looks like you do successfully do this. Um, so anytime that you said, I just want to feel safe again, of course, but anytime that doubt creeps in, anytime that worry, that fear creeps in, you gotta just think of it this way. You're like, okay, would you sit down and would you turn on the TV and would you go to a channel and you're like, God, I hate this show, and you're just gonna like sit there and watch it? No. No, you wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that, right? They're like, oh gosh, this show makes me feel uncomfortable, makes me feel I'm afraid, I feel worried, but I'm just gonna sit here and keep watching it. Like, okay, so that, and I know I'm simplifying it. I know it's not this easy. I'm really, really, but it can become that easy if it takes practice. Like anything, it takes practice. You have to mentally train yourself to anytime that negativity pops in and you start going down that rabbit hole and you get in this like negative feedback loop where it literally starts to fuel itself. You gotta nip it in the bud. Look at it, think of it this way: I've just sat down and now I've turned on a channel I don't like and I'm just sitting here watching it. Why am I doing that? Change the channel. Change the channel. Thinking about it that way really helped me. And while I mean I'm human, I'm not gonna say I'm able to just turn it like, I don't think anyone can just turn it off like that, right? But I will say this: when I start to worry about something or have a lot of stress about something or have like something really, really concerns me now, or I'm really concerned about something now, I'm able to remain calm, not get in this like really it's like an internal process where I'm just like, okay, like, yeah, that's stressing me out, that's worrisome, but I know I'm gonna figure it out, you know, like, and I won't say I do that perfectly every time, but like, trust me, it's significantly more um manageable than you know this endless stress or that you're experiencing, and how, I mean, I used to feel the same way about certain things, so I understand. um but yeah, so anyway, I hope you're able to utilize these tools, and there's a light at the end of this tunnel. There's truth and clarity coming for you. There's a new beginning coming for you of financial stability, and just again, I'm going to say these, I don't really know what they mean. I let you know what I kind of think they mean, but a little birdie knows, and at a snail's pace. I hope this helps. Thank you.
Is it okay if I give her a little bit of things that I
Of
got?
course, Debbie.
Okay. Emily, first of all, everything that Matty told you are good ways to help you. And let me tell you just kind of the situation where I see it going. Um, the one thing I love, Emily, is the card that represents you is harmony and partnership. And so this is a strong card. And if you can align with someone, that would be great. Um, Crossing over you in temporary energy is the thought of I'm left out of the money or should be making more money. But we will talk about money in just a minute. I do get the Queen of Wands here, very strong woman, one that knows business sense and ambition and wanting to go places and be motivated. I hope that's you. If not, someone comes in to assist you. I do get the travel card in the past. Now, if you're expecting some money or to make a certain amount of money or something like that, it does show me there's a wait for that money to come. And I do get legal paperwork involved here. You have the devil card, which is your great fears. And there can be a lot of emotions that come with that card. So I'm glad that you're seeking some help for that fears that you have. Now, the mom card is here. The mom energy is very strong. It does show me, Emily, that you're going to get a new home. So you have the manifesting card and you have my card. The Empress card is one of fixing up a house, getting a new home, moving. So I see it's going to be okay. And you just have to get through here and use all those great things that Maddie told you to do. And I'm glad that, again, that you're getting some help for this, because when I see a devil card, I'm like, okay, we need to calm down. And there's this great thing that I have right here, and I'm going to grab it. Somebody gave me this great box for my tarot cards, but I found this wonderful card, and it's very famous saying, "Worrying does not empty tomorrow of its troubles; it empties today of its strength."
Oh,
Okay, all right. So face your fears, get help with that, do all those great tips that Maddie told you. Do know I'm very good at what I do, and I see a home coming for you. All right. Manifest that money to come in. Sometimes we have the fears and we have the worry. We have to push that aside because manifesting is real and you can bring in what you need and what you want. And I'm so sorry that this happened to the town, but now focus on you and going forward. And that's what I have.
yeah, I just want to add on to what Debbie said about, she said she's very good at what she does, and she does see a homecoming for you. I also saw that. I also saw, you know, clarity coming for you, and
Yep.
some sort of help that comes in. It's again slow coming, but it does come in. It does a great deal of help, and it's more than you expected. So
It's going to be okay. It's
it
just, it's a process.
it
And
certainly will be.
yeah.
It certainly will be. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for us tonight. I greatly appreciate every one of you that joins us here and supports us. And please share and continue to support us. We greatly appreciate it. But we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Unless something's happening in one of our lives or it's a holiday. But we'll be back on Friday, and please join us then as well. Okay, so you have anything else to say, Debbie?
Fluid Friday. And remember, he has a birthday in a week,
Oh,
in a few days. And we, on Friday, the 25th, we will be doing birthday and we will be singing. And the fans and me, bought a couple of presents that Maddie already has in their gift wrap. No peeking.
you're too kind. I want to say my birthday's not on the 25th, it's on the 26th,
I
but
know,
we're going to
but we're
celebrate it
going
on
to
the
do it.
25th.
Yeah. I told everybody that Saturday was your birthday, but we're gonna celebrate it
Yeah.
and all of that. So, anyway, excited. I hope you have a cake or a cupcake that day. I should bring over a cupcake for you. We'll see. So anyway, we're gonna have a lot of fun,
I'm
and
excited.
but we try to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please come back, share the show, and help us grow.
Okay.
Then we're
All right.
ready to
Well,
go.
thank you everybody for joining us. But I hope you have a nice night, and we'll see you on Friday.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.